about fucking shit from back in the day. I'm like, bruh, let me fucking go do my fucking job, nigga. Shit.
Hey, but I couldn't be no station manager, bro. That's not
That's what I'm saying. They don't. Unless they let you. I know at one time they was tripping over phones and little TVs and shit. If they don't, if they allow me to do that, get on the internet and shit, I'm good. But if they press the ball, fucking, you can't do nothing but sit there. Fuck no. Hey, hold on. Let me answer this, y'all. I'm gonna hit you back. I gotta answer this, y'all. All right. Hello.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like him, but
What
he
happened?
answered the question. Oh, he basically asking me like, why would I want to change it? You know what I'm saying?
Cause I want to, motherfucker. Why I ain't tell him that?
So I said, I'm like, so like, he didn't let me talk. He like, well, yeah, well, it's not gonna come up on your VIN number. I'm like, I know, I have another VIN number. Oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like they got so many different packages. He like, he basically can't give me a guarantee. He's just like, I can't guarantee you. Like, I'm pretty sure it will. Like, it's just up to like whoever the shop was putting on should be able to know what's the difference behind it. He's like, I'm pretty sure it's probably something different. It's like they two different total packages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm pretty sure it's different. I mean, it's something you can make work. He's like, now look, we would recommend here. Like, I'm not asking you, you know what I'm saying?
I don't need your recommendation, bitch. Tell them that.
So that bumper had shit there.
How much?
Like 2,000.
Yeah, no, that. I mean, how much is the regular one?
The regular joint like $11.50.
The AMG package is $800 more.
18. That joint $18.50 with $150 core charge. So it's 2,000. Like 18 years. And the other joints don't got no core charge. I don't understand. Why you gotta have a core for that one and not a core for that one?
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'd be like, man, I should have just fixed this shit and just sold this motherfucker, man. Where your man there for 30, man? Fuck, you got his number? Call that nigga.
I think I already bought one.
For real?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I thought I told you that a long time ago when I asked him again. He got one.
For real?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
You just say you want a gray one or something. So you got a gray one.
I can't believe that I actually, as much as I know about cars and AMG packages, I can't believe I got the regular one.
I think you didn't know then when it first.
How? I didn't. I don't understand that though. I've looked at the difference in the previous one so many years. Huh?
They don't really look that much off.
To me it do.
They look different.
It look just as different as the old one used to do to me.
It's like it don't stick out that much to me. You know, I really had to look at your jump or Fatboy jump and dude jump side by side one day to really like, and it is different. It's just like it don't have no.
It might be because my shit all black or something. I'm telling you, yeah. That shit stick.
Fog light. It just.
That shit stick out like. Remember how different the old one used to stick out to us? Like we wasn't getting nothing but AMG package. That's how I feel about these, yo. Like I don't like nothing but AMG package now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why the fuck I would ever even. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is like that's the type of junk like that fucking stupid ass Charger. Nobody else know either. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, oh that Charger, you got a Challenger. You know what I'm saying? That shit look good. I'm like that's your weak as shit. But nobody know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just I can't believe I had this junk for 4 years and didn't know until probably halfway through the fucking 4 years I didn't know. I don't understand that shit, dog. That shit is on me like shit.
I told the dealer that the insurance company priced the bumper for like $720. He was like, yeah, it's probably aftermarket. He like, we use aftermarket sometimes too. I'm like, why? He was just like, sometimes it takes so long for the OEM one to come in that the customer don't matter. We'll do aftermarket. Like most aftermarket companies are good. Well, what the fuck? And yeah, they said the MG bumper might take 3 weeks to come in. I said, damn. He said the other one he probably having maybe 4 days. I was like, damn. And the grill is like $5.90.
Oh yeah. But he need to give me that money.
I ain't even let him go back and switch to your van. And he was like, well, you know they different vans. I'm like, you think the grill's different? He's like, yeah. Like everything is different. Like them cars, he's like, there's so many different packages. He's like, it's like P1, P2. He's like, you don't know. He's like,
it is though.
He like Mercedes make everything different. You know what I'm saying? Like different shit will work, but like you have to do modifications to make it work. So like, I'm pretty sure that bumper will line up because I don't know the modifications or I don't know how to tell the modifications from my end. I'm like, you can't look at both diagrams. Like it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I might get somebody else. It's like you look at both diagrams, you should be able to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just killed. Like
Has Josh did that? That's the fucking shit Josh supposed to be doing. Fuck. Like he talking about he haven't figured it out yet. I don't think he's fucking tried to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, why would you change the bumper on that? That's a nice car. I'm like, oh. We're gonna say it again. Well, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't recommend that here.
I don't know. He's like one of the motherfuckers that was still being nice though, so you couldn't carry him.
You know what I'm saying?
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the match.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on, and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Wentz now on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz able to find Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score time 7-7.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Able to slither by, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have moved out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Wentz to throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chase Young.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Gibson again.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on the runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he finds McLaurin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called out.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 17-14.
Commanders 17, Chargers 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
After the sack on first down, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They snap it to Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Chargers 14.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
He's at the 40. Past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that'll make this a three-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score. Commanders 31. Chargers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by
Might as well give it up, Chad.
The Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, quit, you fucking ball.
It's another one. We got another